That television newscast and with your colleagues at the CIA. What was your response?
I was watching it at CIA headquarters, and as I describe in my book, the only way I can describe what was happening to me was cognitive dissonance, because what I was hearing Colin Powell say was not matching up with what I knew, and I was privy to quite a bit. And it was really, for me, the first time that I got my head out of the operational weeds, so to speak, and look up at the broader picture of what the administration's rhetoric was on our reasons for going to war. And I was absolutely distraught afterwards, because it made no sense.
And he did quote what is now someone called Curveball.
That's right.
Who was an Iraqi who had left Iraq and was in Germany and was feeding all sorts of false information. Apparently the Germans didn't believe it, but
no,
other
the CIA
did.
never managed to meet with him. He was under German control. His intelligence, even at the time of General Powell's speech, was highly discredited. When I watched this, I turned to a colleague right next to me, who had followed this case much more closely than I, and I said, "What is going on?" And she said, "I don't know." Because it was very clear he was talking about Curveball, and it just made no sense. The presentation gave a much more robust sense of and our confidence in the intelligence of the actual threat than what existed in reality.
But you said that was really the first time what you began to put things together that the Bush administration truly wanted to go to war.
Oh, I felt before that we were going to go to war. That there was no doubt. But my job was to run operations effectively, efficiently, securely. I'm spending my days making sure people are in the right places and have the money or whatever they need to get this intelligence. So on the eve of the war, in February 2003, it just, to me, became abundantly clear that the administration was manipulating and certainly cherry-picking the intelligence.
And by George Tenet, though, sitting right behind Colin Powell, Secretary of State, that made a powerful statement.
We now know that, I guess, Secretary Powell demanded it. He said, "You will sit behind me, George," to obviously provide the imprimatur of support, and that this had the full blessing of the intelligence community. And I
Ended
know
up hurting the community, though?
Pardon me?
I mean, did it end up hurting the community because...
Oh, of course. The CIA was blamed by the administration because of, the intelligence wasn't good, but on a couple key points, they were right.